Winooski Tyne Classics presents Where You Want to Go To by Edith Nesbit. Narrated by Katherine Moran. It is very hard, when you have been accustomed to go to the seaside every summer ever since you were quite little, to be made to stay in London just because an aunt and an uncle choose to want to come and stay at your house to see the Royal Academy and to go to the summer sales. Selim and Thomasina felt that it was very hard indeed, and aunt and uncle were not the nice kind either. If it had been Aunt Emma, who dressed dolls and told fairy tales, or Uncle Reggie, who took you to the Crystal Palace and gave you 5 bob at a time and never even asked what you spent it on, it would have been different. But it was Uncle Thomas and Aunt Selina. Aunt Selina was all beady and sat bolt upright and told you to mind what you were told, and Selim had been named after her, as near as they could get. And Uncle Thomas was the one Thomasina had been named after. He was deaf, and he always told you what the moral of everything was, and the housemaid said he was near. "I know he is, worse luck," said Thomasina. "I mean, miss," explained the housemaid, "he's none too free with his chink." Selim groaned. "He never gave me but a shilling in his life," said he, "and that turned out to be bad when I tried to change it at the ginger beer shop." The children could not understand why this aunt and uncle were allowed to interfere with everything as they did, and they quite made up their minds that when they were grown up, they would never allow an aunt or an uncle to cross their doorsteps. They never thought, poor dear little things, that someday they would grow up to be aunts and uncles in their turn, or, at least, one of each. It was very hot in London that year. The pavement was like hot pie, and the asphalt was like hot pudding, and there was a curious wind that collected dust and straw and dirty paper, and then got tired of its collection and threw it away in respectable people's areas and front gardens. The blind in the nursery had never been fixed up since the day when the children took it down to make a drop scene for a play they were going to write, and never did. So the hot afternoon sun came burning in through the window, and the children...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?